so this is a video about how to make this crochet pouch. This is a fully lined crochet pouch with a zip. Okay, I can pull the lining out to show you. I boxed the lining. I'm not sure really if that's how you do it because I don't sew. Sewing is not my thing. I can sew and I have sewn things, but I'm never good at it. So in this video I will show you how to make the crochet pouch, but I will link a video instruction here on YouTube, which is absolutely fabulous, and it shows you exactly how to do it, and it is so well done that there's no way I can ever recreate that. Plus I'm not really a confident sewer, so I can't really say I'm ready to start doing video instructions on how to sew things in. But yeah, this is a fully lined crochet pouch with a zip that I have sewn in with a sewing machine. There are two options in that video instructions that will show you how to sew in the zip and the lining. One option is to use a sewing machine, and another option is to sew it by hand. I chose to sew it with a sewing machine because I find that it's a little bit stronger, and I don't have to worry that things will come apart. But yes, so this is how you do it, and this is what we're going to do today is just the crochet part of it, which is really simple, and there are lots of video instructions as well available. All you need to put in is a crochet pouch on YouTube, and you will have endless list of videos that you can follow and learn. I have started by following a video to begin with, but then I actually changed my mind about the constructions because I found that the video was giving me holes here at the bottom. So I wanted instructions that will not have that, so I modified that. Okay, what you will need is, you need your lining. Choose an easy fabric, something that doesn't slide under the sewing machine. And it's nice and steady. You will need a zip, and it doesn't matter what size as long as it has a little bit of an extra inch on either side, because if it's longer than that you can also cut it. And the video instructions, the tutorial that I will link for you will show you exactly how to do it. But so the size of the crochet pouch is not important because you will then match the lining and the zip to your crochet pouch. So you start with the crochet pouch, and that will then tell you what size lining you want and what size is zip. So yeah, so it's very easy. No numbers, no counting, no specific gauge, no specific yarn. You can use anything you like. I've used cotton, which I really love. It's nice and soft and very tactile. This is a raw one cotton, but you can use whatever you have. A crochet hook, I used 3.5 crochet hook, clover. Again, do not use a crochet hook that gives you nice tension, not too tight, not too loose. You don't want big holes. I chose this kind of zipper for this pouch, and then this zipper for this. So I normally, when I sew zippers, I always get a little bit nervous because you have to come very close with the foot of the sewing machine to this part, and bulky zippers make it a little bit more tricky. So this method that I used for sewing it doesn't really affect this at all. It's very clever. I absolutely love it, and it's always going to be a method I will use. So you've got your lining, you've got your cotton, crochet hook, and you will need 4 safety pins to mark the corners to make the base. So I make a boxed base pouch. Okay, you will always have a little bit of a jog in changing colors. If you don't want to have a jog, look up how to avoid jogs. That doesn't worry me. In this pouch, I have made the jog so that they happen on the side, so they're not centered. The first one I didn't do that, so you can actually see the steps here, which again I actually like. But if that kind of thing bothers you, so then yeah, definitely Google. There's methods for it. I just don't mind the jog. Right, I'm going to take that bracelet off because it keeps banging on the vase that this telephone is sitting on. Okay, let's make a start. So we need cotton, choose a color. So this is the one I've been working. So this is how far you will go with your boxed bottom. And then from that you will just work in spirals. So again, there's no beginning and end round because you will work in spirals. And this is from this point on, I will stop increasing in the corners and I just go round and round and round until I achieve the size that I like. So let's start. We've got the safety pins ready. We're going to make a slip knot. I assume everybody knows how to make a slip. And this is also going to be a little bit awkward for me when I show you, because I am actually trying to pick from under the telephone here that I'm recording this on. So make as many chains as you wish, or the size of the pouch you want. For this one, I'm going to make a little box button or a little pouch, because I don't want to take too long showing you how to go from one end to another. The most important thing to start with is to make this box button. And to do that, we will need 4 corners. And this is how I show you we're going to do it. So in this video, I'm going to show you, there's lots of methods. Some people put 5 double crochets on each end. Some people put 3. Some videos that I watched are extremely complicated that I couldn't even work out what was going on. There's lots of ways. This is how way I found works for me. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a double crochet, so a row of double crochet. So we work a first double crochet into the second chain from hook. So this is the first, this is the second, and I call this a double crochet because I'm in UK, but if you're in US, this is a single crochet. Okay, because there are 2 terminologies. It's a UK terminology and US. And I'm going to work a double crochet all the way till the end. And again, I'm not counting, it doesn't matter. My objective is to make sure I have those 4 corners. So just a single stitch in each chain. And when we come to the last one, this is where we're going to start planning our first corner. So finish that first double the last double crochet, mark it, okay, and then make the second and third. So I'm going to put 3 in the last chain. Okay, the first and the third are my corners. And I've gone on to the other side of the chain now, and I'm going to work double crochet in each stitch all the way till the end. Actually like this size. I think it'd be cute to have a little pouch like that for some little change money or something, or for even for like to hold your stitch markers in. I just think you can never have enough pouches, and there's always something you need a pouch for. Okay, and I'm coming to the end, to the last, and in the last stitch I'm also going to put 3. I'm going to mark the first one, work the second one in the last stitch, and work the third one, and this is going to be our second corner. So we mark the first and the third on each side. Okay, and now I have come to the first stitch here, so I'm going to just carry on working in spirals. So when we work in spirals, we don't need a chain 1 or anything. We just put a stitch, just make the next stitch, and we're going to work around, and in a minute we're going to have a look what it looks like. Okay, so this is the very first base. Okay, the first round of our base. These are our two corners, and we worked 3 double crochet in the last stitch and 3 double crochet on the other side, and we worked 3 in the last stitch as well, so in the first and last stitch. Okay, and then we mark the first and the third, and we should have 1 spare single stitch between. Okay, so now we're going to carry on working. We're going to do one more round with this color, and then I'll show you how we change the color after that. Okay, and when we come to the marked stitch, we're going to remove the safety pin. Okay, work 3 double crochet in that marked stitch. Mark the second one, and work the third one. Okay, then that will be our corner for the next round. Then we have that single stitch here in between, which we're going to just work. Then we here already at the next corner, and we're going to do the same. We're going to work 3 stitches in that corner, marking the second one. Okay. Okie dokie. So this is what it looks like so far. Okay, we have this tail here, and if that hole is a little bit big, you can always tuck it in a little bit and make a knot on the other side to stop it from getting loose again. So we've done this side. Now we're going to work our way to the other end and do the same. And at this point I should really use stop the video and then start the next video and do fast forward and edit, but all of those things take a long time, and if I try to do that, I will put it off forever and never do this video. So this is just like a little video for anyone that's seen my pouch on Instagram. Did I go in the right stitch? Yeah. I tell if you forget where you are, you should, and on this round you should always look to see if you have that single stitch between the corners. Okay, so I've just worked the first one. We're going to mark the second one. So again, 3 double crochets in the marked stitch, marking the second one, and then on all the following rounds of the base only, you will always do that. You will work 3 double crochets and mark the second one. That's just as I've just done. Okay, and then next we just need 1 more double crochet in that stitch. Okay, and then carry on working. So now I want to change the color. How do I change the color? So there's 2 things. You can either, if you're using like 2 colors and you're only working 2 rounds, like here I've only worked 2 rounds of each color. Okay, you can carry the yarn. However, I never did that even on this because the gaps were too big, and because you are putting the lining in, I just made a knot. I never even weaved the ends in, and that's how I did it. I just cut the yarn and made a knot and left it inside, hidden under that lining, and no one would know that there is all those tails there. You just don't even feel it. Okay, so I'm going to now choose the next color. How about we're going to choose this color? Okay, so you can cut this, or if you want to leave it to see if the color works for you or not. Sometimes I don't rush cutting it just in case I change my mind. So I'm going to leave it as well for now. And also sometimes it's better if you don't make a knot straight away, because that you can pull things. So I've just done that. Okay, so maybe I did it too quick. I'll show you again how I change the color. I simply dropped the old color, inserted the hook into the new stitch, drew the new color in like that, and made the first stitch. So I need to tuck it a little bit because it was a little bit loose, and then I carry on working the base until I've achieved the size of the base that I want. Okay, by working 3 double crochets in each corner. The safety pins you need to put in, because if you don't, it's very hard to see because they are very small stitches, so you really should mark them. So now I think this should really be it. Maybe I will just do this size space and then I can show you. So now I'm in the corner, remember, 3, 1, 2, mark the second. Can you see all right? Because I can't see what you're looking at. Oh, that's my puppy making noises. I don't know what's going on because he's had a walk already. I think he's feeling lonely and I might have to go and see him. Okay. Yeah, this is a 6-month-old Siberian Husky I have. And he is absolutely adorable and very, very sociable. So he likes to be close to people. So we are in the next corner and we're going to put 3 double crochets, marking the second one. Alright, this was the second. Okay, and the third stitch. Okay. So I've showed you how to make the base. I showed you how to change the color, and this is the size base that I have made. Okay, we are now in the next. Sometimes you might want to pull this, like, because naturally the way you work in crochet, you still need to block on the go. So if you find that this corner is like going a little bit more to the side, just pull it into place. Okay, so that's our next corner. Right, 1, 2, and mark that second one. Although if you're deciding that this is your last round, you don't need to mark anything anymore, because after you finish the boxed bottom, there's no need for a marker of any kind, beginning or end or any. So this is our last corner. So 1, 2, because I've marked all of them, I might as well mark this one. And then I'm going to just tell you to finish this video, just to how you're going to carry on all the way until you finish, all the way until you're happy with it. This is a really relaxing project. Okay, so I've come to the last stitch of this color. I'm going to do one more round, but on this round, this will be now my first round without making corners, because this is my boxed bottom. Okay, so you can see, can you see? You can see the 4 corners where I've worked the 3 double crochets. And the reason why I like this method of 3 stitches in the first and last stitch is because it's just easy to remember, number 1, because it's always 3, but most importantly, I don't get that hole. And as I say, I have tried a couple of 2, 3 or 4 versions. In fact, every time I made one, I've tried a different way of making the box bottom. And I found this one so far looks good for me, but who is to know? I might find a next method better. So if I do, I will make another video. Okay, so here we are. We can now remove all the stitch markers, because all we're going to do is work our way up until we get the required size. Now, I'm already thinking that if I finish this pouch, I'm going to probably sew the lining by hand, because I think getting this under a sewing machine this size will be a little bit tricky. I already kind of like this little pouch. I might carry on finishing. So now that we've made the size of the box bottom we like, I don't think any smaller would be any useful or serve any purpose. So I think I'm quite happy with this size. And from now on, I will just continue in spiral run and run and run. I don't even mark the first stitch. I know that some people do. You can if you feel like it. I don't, because I will just stop when I feel like it, and I will just tuck it in under there and finish off, and then I will proceed to do my lining and my zip. And that is how you do a crochet pouch. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care and have a lovely day. Bye.